Hello students, welcome to another social studies lesson. In this lesson we will be looking at the topic functions of the family. But first, let us define the term family. Family is a group of people living together under the same roof, related by blood, marriage, or adoption. Hello students, welcome to another social studies class. In today's class, we will be looking at functions of the family. But first, what is a family? A family is a group of people living under the same roof, related by blood, marriage, or adoption. There are different types of families in the Caribbean. However, all of them have similar functions. We are now going to look at what are some of the functions of a family. The first function we are going to look at is that of socialization. Socialization is a process by which persons learn certain disciplines such as respect, industry, acceptance of social norms, etc. It must be noted though that socialization begins in the family. It does not begin at school. It does not begin at church. It begins in the family. It is at home that children will learn certain knowledge, certain values, certain skills, such as respect, courtesy, how to interact with each other. It is at home that they will learn these early values and attitudes and knowledge and skills that will prepare them for society. So you need to learn at home how to interact with other persons before going out into society. And it is through socialization that this is done. Another function of the family is procreation. What is procreation? Procreation is the act of begetting children. Another name for procreation is reproduction. So, in other words, procreation is an important function of the family. If families are not reproducing children, the population will not grow, right? So we need families to reproduce or produce children so as to help the population to grow and also to help families to grow and the family lineage to continue. So procreation is important. Another function of the family is economic unit. When we think about the term economic, money comes to mind, right? So providing for the basic needs of the family is important. And surprisingly, this is usually one of the most important functions of the family, right? And when we talk about the basic needs of the family, we're talking about food, shelter, clothing, medication, etc. And the sole breadwinner within these families are usually the parents, right? So it is a role and the responsibility of the parents to ensure that the basic needs of each family member is being met. Another function of the family, educational support. It is the responsibility of parents to set the foundation and provide opportunities for the education of their children. It is not the responsibility of the teacher. It is not the responsibility of the pastor, of friends. It is a responsibility of parents to ensure that from an early age they set the foundation and provide opportunities for education of their children. Another responsibility of the parent when it comes on to education is to supervise their child's homework. They have to ensure that they buy the necessary resources for their child or children, such as books, pencils, pen, etc. Most importantly, though, they have to ensure that they give encouragement through praises. They have to praise their child, praise their children whenever they do well, right? So it's not about meeting the economic side of education of their child, but also providing encouragement and praise to ensure that their child or children gets the best education and the best educational opportunities there is. And when we have an educated society, we will have a productive workforce. Another function of the family is emotional support. And this is a very important function of the family. It is imperative that children, members of the family, feels affection, they feel love, they feel secure within their family. And again, it is the role and the responsibility of parents to ensure that their children not only feel love, but that they teach their children love. They teach them comfort, reassurance, guidance, and even forgiveness. They don't want their child to feel unloved, and what the child will do, they go out in society and they search for love, right? You have to ensure that sense of affection is within your family. Another function of the family is that of cultural transmission. And when we think about the word culture, we are thinking about the transferring of information from one generation to another, right? So families tend to pass on their beliefs, their ideas, their habits to their children, right? And their children pass it on to their children to their generation. And this serves the function of cultural transmission. All right, let us look at a question relating to the functions of the family. The process by which a child learns how to behave is called A. Socialization, B. Procreation, C. Emotional support, or D. Cooperation. Let me give you a chance to answer the question. The process by which a child learns how to behave is called socialization. So if that is your answer, you are correct. Give yourself a big hand. Alright, so that's the end of this lesson. I hope you have learned something. Remember to subscribe to the video, like it, share it with your friends and families so that everyone can get a grade 1 in social studies examination. Alright, see you next time for another important, valuable lesson.